Hey there, I'm Adam Lambert, and you're watching TheTalk.com.
Okay, so we're in your dressing room after the show because so many people have tweeted us questions for you. So I hope they're not too invasive, but they're your fans and they want to know. First of all, let's see, Baby Lamb Skank, that's Roxanne. She tweeted, you have so many creative hairstyles that we love. Can I ask you if you would ever dye your hair bleach blonde?
You know, I've been a beached blonde.
A beach blonde?
Yeah, I've been a bleached blonde before, way back when I was young in Europe. And I liked it. But I don't know, I kind of like the dark.
Some of your school pictures had some little spiky blonde.
Yeah, I had my little highlights going. Yeah, that was the trend, the Southern California look.
Well,
I mean, maybe I'd go blonde again, but I like the black.
Well, someone had a tattoo, and what concerns me about that for you is you're always changing your look. So are they going to have to change their tattoo? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, well. I'm not sure. Maybe they just have to put some body paint over it or sprinkle some glitter on it or something. I don't know.
So many people from South America, Peru especially, and Argentina, they want to know, when are you coming to South America? Do you have any plans?
No immediate plans, but it is something I definitely want to do. I've heard from a lot of the fans in South America on Twitter, and I love them all. I love all of you guys, South America. Hopefully the next album I'll make it down there. I'd love to.
Okay, well, Donna, who's in Texas, she goes by a Panamera girl. She said to ask you, what surprises you about being on tour? Any song more well-received than the others, or any, like, fans or countries surpassed your imagination, what they would be?
You know, the tour was so educational. You know, seeing the audiences every night, not only does that keep it fresh for you as a performer because you see different faces, but no matter what country we're in, no matter what language they spoke, they knew the words. And that to me is just, I think that's beautiful, that music can kind of transcend language that way.
Yeah.
And it definitely also, from what I could tell by the diversity of the audiences, it really brings people together. So I'm glad that I can create a little melting pot at my shows.
What's interesting about you as a performer is that you've got such a larger-than-life personality. Like, you bring it with the showmanship, but you're so approachable to your fans, too.
Yeah.
So do you ever think about that? Because you're just like, they love you and they feel they get to know you, and yet you bring on the show.
You know, it's funny. I think at the end of the day, I'm a pretty normal guy. You know, like, I'm a little eccentric here and there, but the stage for me is the outlet for me to be crazy. And it's to be myself, but a real amplified version, and kind of live out in such ways that I might not live in real life. You know, it's kind of it's an escape, it's a fantasy, and it's a great way to connect with an audience. But when I'm off stage, I like to throw on sweatpants and, call my friends on the phone, what are you doing? You want to come over and watch TV? Let's go out to dinner. You know, I'm pretty normal when it comes down to it, so.
Oh, cool. Well,
yeah.
one more question, because I know you've got to go. Two more questions, so sorry. One, have you ever forgotten, this is from Glamourati, and they're wondering, have you ever forgotten the lyrics during a live performance, or how do you make sure you don't mess up the lyrics?
I have forgotten lyrics before. It happens. I think, you're a performer and you have to think about a lot of different things. Lyrics are one of the many things that are going through your head. I remember on tour at one point I was singing Surefire Winners, which is one of the songs on the For Your Entertainment album, and I just walked out and I was really into it. I was like committed, and I walked out with all this, attitude, and I went to go and I went, and it just didn't come out. And I turned around, I turned upstage, and I looked at my band, and I was like, I don't know where we are, what's going on? So it took me until the next verse to catch up. But sometimes,
It's your audience.
We're human.
Really,
sometimes
right?
you have brain fart.
So you were okay with Christina Aguilera, bless her heart.
It happens,
yeah.
She's doing her thing.
And then one last question, then I will promise I will let you go. I think it's alienist. How would you say that? I don't even know how we'd say that.
There's a lot of consonants.
Well,
in there.
okay, well, one Twitter follower, sorry I didn't get your name, but it's like alienist me, something like that, whatever that is.
You really zoom in on that.
Okay, great. Please ask Adam. Adam, if you've started working on new music, we can't wait to hear your next album.
Oh yeah, I've started. It actually just started the last couple weeks. So I'm really excited. I have a lot of great ideas, and I'm working with a lot of amazing people, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, but I remember your last time you were working on your last album. I was at Entertainment Tonight then,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to work with Roger to schedule you to try to get an interview with you, and you're so intense in it that once you sort of were lost yourself and were on such a deadline? Is it
Yeah.
a different experience now that you...
I think it's going to be a little different this time around. I definitely have more time to write and complete the album. You know, the last album, you know, I had come off of Idol. I did the tour over the summer, and I really wanted to have an album out, you know, for the holiday season to give my fans and have everybody celebrate, you know. This time, I got a little more leeway. So, you know, I'm definitely going to do more writing than I did last time. I did a lot, but I want to be more involved in the writing process and the production process. And, yeah, I'm really excited to create.
Good. Well, thank you. Thanks for joining us on The Talk. Thank you for being an international Uber star. And thanks for being just a hell of a nice guy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.